Hey, welcome to the video. I'm Melissa, I write books. Happy Friday from me. I've had kind of a weird morning. And weird in like one of those self-reflecty, God-winky kind of moments. I was interviewing a student this morning for a shoot. I work at a college, and she's like in communications media marketing, which is what I what I studied. And I just like saw a lot of myself in this girl, and she was picked to be in this interview. Like, she's doing well in school, like she's passionate, and she mentioned something like, what I really want to do is write, but this is what pays the bills. And I'm also finding passion in this as well. Oh, 1 minute in, welcome. Like, I just, as the interview, and I was just thinking about that because that was very much my mindset in college too, of like, I know I want to write, but I also, and she said something along the lines of like, I know it takes a long time for that to happen sometimes. And so this is like something I can do in the meantime. And I remember feeling that exact way. And I'm actually really grateful that I did do that, where I studied something that I could still be creative and still like use creativity and storytelling and stuff, but that wasn't like, I didn't get a degree in writing. And this is not to say that you can't get a degree in writing. Like, I know many people who do and are very successful in that. And it just had me reflecting a lot on like life, just like, because I'm like, I could, had I been born 5 years later, like that would be where I was at right now. And instead I'm here having so many books under my belt, having these amazing opportunities this year, having built a community, and like, she's just graduating this year, and I remember very distinctly how I felt when I was graduating and in the years after that, of like all the things I wanted to achieve and accomplish. Like, it was within a year of graduating that I started this channel and started querying. Yeah, I didn't start querying in college. Like, literally the year after I graduated college, I started the YouTube channel. And that was like, I sort of like had a year, and then I started. And I began querying as well, and both of those goals at that time were so big and far away not in terms of starting the channel, like you can start a YouTube channel, whatever, but like the thought of having like regular commenters and regular viewers and making a little bit of money from it. And like, I remember, it's really not all about views. It really is not, but like views often equate to like people generally commenting and being community and making, the real kicker is like making actual friends on authortube. And like all of those things, when I started, I was like, one day I'll have people that want to live stream with me, or people that will comment on my videos that I recognize. Like, one day that will happen, as sort of a wish, right? And the same thing with querying, of like, obviously the goal has always been to get a literary agent, but it was also like, one day I'll be getting full requests. Like, I'll be that person that's getting full requests. And one day I'll be in these like circles where people sound like they know what they're talking about and actually feel like I know what I'm talking about. And one day I will have meetings with agents, even if it's not offers, have like connections, and like get into these, like I would apply for things, or actually often I wouldn't even apply for things like Smooch Pit, because I was like, well, I don't know if I would actually be good enough to get into that, and so now in this year, like, yes, I have not gotten that literary agent yet. I just was reflecting this morning on the smaller goals that I have hit, and I have hit a lot of them. Like, I don't know. So it was just kind of a morning of like reflecting on where I was and like what I had wanted to accomplish. And like, I'm still writing. I feel like I'm getting so much closer. Like, I'm starting to achieve these milestones kind of without even really thinking about it, that I had wanted so badly when I or aspired to, or like thought were kind of just like a dream or a glimmer that could potentially happen in years when I'm a lot better at what I do. And like, now it's starting to come into fruition, and I hope that that continues, And I feel like 2024 I was starting to get really desperate. Like, I was getting more requests than I ever had. I was getting more, like, I was writing the best things I ever had, and I was like, why is it not happening? Why is it not happening? Like, just for the whole year, just kind of in this state of like constantly refreshing my email, always. And honestly, I think that kind of threaded into the first half of 2025. But I think since, I don't know, the summer maybe, but particularly this fall, because I'm not querying right now, which is kind of crazy. It's the first time in, 4 years that I haven't been querying because I pulled all my queries because of Smoosh, because I'm editing the book again, right? I feel like I'm just kind of settling into this place of like gratitude almost and being proud. I've built this community and I have these writing friends and I'm getting these opportunities. Doesn't mean I'm getting every opportunity, but like I'm getting, like there are indicators that I'm on the right path. And like for right now, I feel like at peace knowing I'm not quite at that point yet, but where I am now, like I'm just feeling reflective. This is very serendipitous. Anyway, I'm home this morning because I'm making bread for our potluck at work. So I fear it needs to continue rising and then baking. It's like an overnight focaccia, and I just really hope it turns out because I need it to turn out. But I didn't use the right amount of flour. Like I only had a third of the amount of flour that I needed. So then I just tried to like kind of eyeball a third of everything else. I'm kind of hoping it works out. In terms of what's going on in this video, I will be starting the read through of section 2, which starts at chapter 8, but I might go back to chapter 7 and read and edit through chapter, I think at this point it's 14, but I need editor. Ooh, there's been a lot heavier of changes in this section, so it will require a bit more noggin brain work, you know? I will update you when I start writing, I guess. I just thought I would share. Okay.
In the morning, when you walk away, my heart drops to the floor. They said it would get easier, but I don't know who for. Days move faster now, I swear. I can feel them slip away. But some things last forever. Love that never fades.
Like I literally could not write because in my head I said this has to be perfect, this has to be great, I have to publish this next.
It's easy
I was thinking of the reader, I didn't want to disappoint them, I didn't want to disappoint myself, I told myself I would publish it, like it would just spiral me out of
You
control.
kept every word you said, and you stayed true
Push
to
and as much
me.
as life allows you, you're doing a great job. If you're not told that enough, I think we don't tell
There's more
ourselves.
love yet to make. 'Cause some things last.
Okay, Friday night plans and activities. I feel like this angle's really wide. I don't know. Okay, it's 6 o'clock. I need to do some sort of writing today or else you'll be mad at me because otherwise what is this vlog about if not writing? But I really have been avoiding it. And so to continue avoiding it, we're gonna go to Walmart. Here's what we're gonna get at Walmart, okay? I'm gonna do a pre-haul. I'm gonna get period underwear. Are you disgusted? I don't care. Highly, highly, highly recommend, by the way. Don't get the ones that are silky because they're bad, but the ones that are stretchy, highly recommend. Why are you grossed out? Does biology disgust you? I'm gonna buy English muffins and bananas because the bananas I got at Target, bad. They have like, I don't know, they're just nasty. I'm gonna peruse. I'm gonna see what else might be there. Just casually, I'm just gonna casually peruse. And yeah, and then I'm gonna come back and have sort of a cozy night. I'm going to take a bath, and during this bath, I'm going to read. Where's that book I've been reading? The Most Wonderful. No, it's not that. It's that Ally Carter book, The Blonde Who Came In From the Cold, which I started and was liking, and then I just kind of like dipped off and forgot to read it. But I think part of the reason I'm intimidated to do this like read edit through is because I have lost like my confidence a little bit and lost my perspective because yes, I made a big change and have been like working within the ramifications of that and having to edit within the ramifications of that. But I also need to remember that part of the goal of this section is to punch it up and make it funnier. And I feel like I'm kind of lacking material because I'm so focused. Like I feel so serious of like, oh, I need to make sure all of the information is in the right place. Like that thought line seems serious. And so I need to like read something funny to kind of get me back in the like, oh, I can just be witty and silly and it doesn't need to be that serious. You know, now that I've gotten all the information in place, I can just make this section tighter, funnier. I'm guessing probably around 8, do a little bit of writing. and reading through. It's a Friday night, so like however late I want to go, I'll go. But also if I want to take the night early, I'll do that. Like it's really, however I'm feeling is what I will accept, you know? I also have been trying to do some planning for the weekend of like what I'm gonna do because I have a pretty open weekend and I want to make sure I don't know, it's the last weekend of NaNoWriMo also, which is, no, actually that's not true. We have next weekend because last day of November is next Sunday. So we do have like a literal full week. I keep thinking like, we're so close to being done, but it really feels different than other years. Like I don't feel like we're near the end at all. Like I kind of feel like I don't know, I think because I'm not drafting, it just doesn't feel like. I was on a walk the other day and I was like, man, I'm so excited for NaNoWriMo. Alyssa. But because I haven't been first drafting, I feel like I've just kind of lost, it doesn't feel like November almost. Also because it hasn't snowed yet, and usually we have snow by now. I'm thinking it will maybe snow one of these days. I keep thinking it's gonna snow. For sure on my agenda for the weekend is to clean, like sweep and mop, and I know I've been doing laundry all week, but just like do more laundry. And also I would like to make some like major moves in the book this week, because the next thing I have to do after this rewrite, or I'm sorry, this read through, is write a scene from scratch. And so it might just be good to focus on that, you know, like have that be the priority. But I also want to like break up the day with some errands and stuff. Okay, I lied. We do need to do a haul because I'll explain. First, I'll just do my things. Potatoes, Sour Patch Kids, bananas, frosting to put on my low-fat graham crackers. I get the Sour Patch Kids because a hot little tip is if you're having an anxious moment or a thought spiral or something, having something sour around can kind of snap you out of it. I heard this once and now I keep buying Sour Patch Kids, and I haven't really come across a lot of moments where I've needed it, but like, I'll eat a Sour Patch Kid. You know, like who needs a reason to eat a Sour Patch Kid? English muffins. I did get 2 candles because my candle's running low, so I got a little lavender jasmine chamomile, very soothing and relaxing, and then I got a black cherry candle and some grape jelly. Slay. Okay, so here's the the thing I really went for, which was the period underwear. This is the brand I like. Poise, no, period. Soon everyone will want one, and they're right. So I went ahead and got 4. They're like 10 bucks each, but I'm like, you know what, $40 now or $15 every month for the rest of my life, you know? And I got 2 different sizes just because you never really know how the, you know, sizes fluctuate on your period. It's normal. Then I was like, I keep leaving the house and needing a hat. So I just got an extra little like $5 hat and then some gloves just to have in my house in case I have need of it. What happened was, you know how they have like those angel trees at the front of the store? I've been seeing all these TikToks, because there's been like TikTok drama about angel trees this year, because there was this one lady who was like, the kids should be grateful for whatever they get. And then they like didn't even get the kid the thing that was on the angel tree list. And I'm like, why? But then seeing that on TikTok caught me on this other girl who like, she does angel trees and she goes like crazy above and beyond, and it makes me cry. And I was like, let me just peruse the tags, because I'm like, let me just see what's going on, because I originally was like, I want to do one, but I don't want to get the wrong thing, you know, like I wouldn't want to get the wrong thing. But then I was like, how much money do I just like random candles and period underwear and Sour Patch Kids, like how much money did I just randomly spend on myself? This is not to be like, oh, look how much I'm giving. That's not the goal. I just want to share my angel tree haul. So the tag said, it is for a 2-year-old girl, and her gift wish was a Bluey beanbag chair, and stocking stuffer was a sippy cup, and then I saw that and I just started weeping. And then I was like, okay, let me just look around the store, and if I see the Bluey beanbag chair, I'll go for it. So I found the Bluey beanbag chair. It was like $25. I was like, absolutely, she's getting the Bluey beanbag chair. But then I thought of that girl on TikTok who like goes above and beyond, and then that gave me permission. I was like, I love to shop. Why would I not? So here's what I got her. I got her a little Bluey stuffed animal. I got the sippy cups, which is on the list. So I got 2 of these. I called my sister to ask what is the appropriate sippy cup for a 2-year-old. So hopefully these are good for her. And then I got some Bluey pajamas, some little Bluey Christmas pajamas. And then I just like kept imagining her opening it on Christmas morning, and I was like, what if there was another gift that, you know? And so then I also got her these 2 little Bluey books, little Christmas Bluey, 12 Days of Christmas, Christmas Eve with Veranda Santa, Bluey. The good news is there's a lot of Bluey stuff at Walmart. I had to rein myself in. It's a good thing that this girl was not 3, because the amount of things that 3+ was available, don't even get me started. And then I got this Bluey little pop-up play tent, because I was just thinking, you know, if you're on the Angel Tree list, you're probably like buying fun, splurgy gifts. I mean, this was like $30. It's not like it's crazy expensive, but the economy's kind of terrible right now. And if it's that or like food for the you know, and so I'm like, I feel like it'll be fun to give her like a space to play too, because if you're on the list, like, I don't know what living conditions might be like. Not to make a general assumption about anybody on the Angel Tree list, but like, maybe having something fun in the room. Like, I just thought that that would be kind of a nice thing. But I didn't want to take up too much space, but this like pops up and is not too big. So that is what I got for her. When I tell you, you had to hold me back. If I'm ever like super rich, I'm gonna just do it's so fun to like shop. Anyway, tomorrow I'm gonna put all of this in a garbage bag, and I'm just picturing her wearing these Bluey pajamas on Christmas, and I'd be emotional. I'm also like on my period, so I'm just like more prone to emotion right now, okay? But tomorrow I'm gonna put all of these, I'm gonna drop these off at the Salvation Army, because it's just funny because tomorrow my plan is to go and kind of, there's been an athletic set I've been looking at, and it's so expensive. Like, you know, Lululemon athletic, that stuff is so expensive, and it's like, to buy a set is like $200 essentially for top and bottom, which is ridiculous. But I've been looking at it for a while, and I've been saving a little bit of money, so I'm like, okay, I'm gonna splurge on it tomorrow potentially. And then I was we're walking through the Walmart, and it's like, I'm about to spend like $200 on myself, really for no reason, because do I need clothes? No, I literally have so many clothes. And then I was like, let me feel better about and also the Salvation Army thing, it's like, it also makes me feel good too, obviously, like it makes you be like, oh, I have a little pat on my back, like, look at me, woohoo. But, which is not my intention here, I just like wanted to show off my haul. But I'm like, if I would do all of that just like for myself, like maybe I could spread the joy a little bit, you know? I'm like, I don't have kids, I don't have that expense, like why not? Anyway, I really do highly recommend these period underwear. $10 at Walmart, soon everyone will want it. They're made without PFAS. They're also great for pee. If you have, yeah. I could see like if you're postpartum using these too. There's another kind that are kind of silkier at Walmart. I do not recommend those. They're kind of terrible. These ones, you forget you're wearing them. So it is like 8 o'clock already, but I'm gonna still take my bath, chill out, and maybe do a puzzle, because I saw that Heartbreathings just posted her vlog, and I'm like, I wanna watch the vlog. I might like do the puzzle, watch the vlog. I need to start a new puzzle. Somebody asked me the other day what I do with the puzzles after I'm done with them. I do the puzzles over and over again, so I'll take this one down. I have at this point like 10 500-piece puzzles, so I kind of cycle through them, and by the time I get back to the same one again, it's like, kind of forgot how to do it. The one I'm gonna start today is like kind of hard, but I think I need a more challenging one, because I got through that one in like 3 days. I'm gonna do that, watch a vlog, take a little cozy. I'm kind of warm. Like, I was in that Walmart for so long wearing like my coat and this thick vest, and I'm like, girl, I'm sweating. I was sweating. Finding all the Bluey things in the store and then trying not to go too hard, but then like wanting to go too hard, you know? So I might not do I don't know. But I will at my vow. Do you wanna see what just happened? Olive oil. Olive oil, whatever. My vow is that I will write for at least 25 minutes today. Hopefully longer, but I will write for 25 minutes. And if I don't, comment on like this video, right? Okay. Everyone, change of plans. Braille has coerced me into reading my whole, you know how I'm supposed to be doing a read through and how I've been supposed to be doing that for like all day? Why is, it not focusing on my face? What the heck? So I'm gonna do the read through, but I was also gonna have Brielle read it, and so then Brielle was like, "What if we just read it out loud?" So now that's what we're doing, allegedly. I don't know. I'm interested to see how this goes. I tend to get a clearer picture of like the vibes of the chapter, you know, when I read it out loud. So that should be fun.
What if we just left, you repeated the bathroom twice here. What if we just left him puking up his guts, I feel like?
Love. Look at us cutting words.
How old is she?
9.
I feel like Gwen sounds a little formal, maybe.
Yeah. We could go.
Like, when will she be back? Or
When's
something,
she
you know? Yeah.
Maybe we just cut the whole line. What if we just left him puking his guts?
What if we just left? Yeah, if she saw him go to the bathroom.
Because maybe,
I feel like she would
maybe he
say-
got sick. What if we just left him puking his guts?
Yeah.
Potty. Do 9-year-olds say potty?
Probably not.
No, I think they're too old for that.
We just left him might still be, like, what if he was puking his guts in the bathroom? You know what I mean?
Of his guts.
What if we left him?
What if he's...
What if he's... Yeah.
What if he's still...
What?
Also not he's well puking. What if he's puking up?
Yeah.
There we go.
I love that. That'd be
There we
perfect.
go. Look at that. A piece of dialogue that has character in it and is not...
Slay.
I fear you need to read my entire book out loud now.
From the way she chugs it, we'll need an extra pot of coffee in the morning to combat the monster that is hungover Alexis.
How about...
She chugs it in 2 gulps. We'll need an extra pot of coffee in the morning to combat the monster that is hungover Alexis. Yes.
So we got through 2 chapters in 2 hours. But it was super, super helpful. I think I just need to read it all out loud. Brielle was reading it out loud and then I was editing it as we went. So maybe I'll have the voice reader girl read it out loud, although that can get super annoying. So I think we'll plan to do that more in the future too, but like I have to get through this next section before that, you know? So tomorrow I'm gonna pick up where we left off. I feel like I should go back and do it. But I think I did do this for the first 50 pages earlier in the book's journey. But I think this is gonna be the move tomorrow, is to do the voice reader, because I'm just able to catch things so much more quickly and notice, like, is the flow weird? Is there too many words in the sentence? You know, all those things. It was super helpful to have Brielle read it and like just to get the right mix of like, do we need more setting here? Do we need more, you know? And it's like crazy how many edits you can still have on a book that you've edited 10 times, which like is starting to seem like it's not even that many, truly, which is diabolical. I'm feeling excited. Like I did like those 2 chapters. It's just like to spend 1 hour on each chapter. I'm like, that just might be what the book needs, which is like crazy. How many hours have I spent on this book? Like, and it really feels like it's final finishing touches, you know? It was very helpful. And I feel like I'm excited about where we're going and like where both of those chapters are sitting now. So if I need to spend an hour like dissecting each chapter, because we'd go through and then sometimes I'd pause and be like, okay, I think we need something else here. I think we need more here. I think we haven't yet described what this person looks like. We haven't yet described, you know, like Christina was saying in her notes, like thinking about if we're seeing this chapter, what are we seeing? You know, like what is actually on the page for us to see? And so I just need to really remember to keep that at the top of my head. I think I was losing that a little bit because there was so many like content changes in this section that I do need to remember, like, that's what this pass is also for. So I need to just make sure, like, yes, we have fluidity, yes, we have cohesion, but maybe I need to go back through again for the visual sight of it all. But now it's like 11:09, so I think I'm gonna go to bed. I haven't even taken my bath yet, you guys. Briella just called, and I was like, fine. But I am so grateful for having her as a writing friend and all my writing friends, because it's like really getting me through. Thank you for being here. Comment down below a police car. Do police cars have emojis? I guess we'll find out together, won't we? Yeah, I'll see you tomorrow for hopefully like an all-day writing retreat sort of energy vibe. Okay, bye.